Today we're gonna be talking about masks and how you put on masks because of other people's judgments and how you should take that mask off and just be yourself. But I'm gonna take a piss while they speak.
Mask. Okay. So, I believe people put on masks out of, I can't remember the word at the moment, but out of a sense of conditioning. Meaning, at a younger age, our parents and guardians and whatnot have conditioned us to act in certain ways. Like once you get around a certain atmosphere, is to, like, you know how when your kids go into stores, they start crying, and parents, like, you know, discipline them in a way to tell them this isn't the place for that, this isn't the place to do this. But it starts off as a sense of their kids being conditioned at a young age, and once they get older, you know, they either pass that along or like they do something with it. But it could also go into like school, you know.
Yeah, you
whatnot.
get bullied or something at school, and then people like might think your clothes are weird or you act weird or something, and then you stop doing that. You stop wearing those clothes. You stop doing what you like because people make fun of you and bully you, think you're weird.
He's trying to pander to what the collective of kids are doing. I can't remember the certain word.
Yeah, it is similar to, you know, like you said, getting disciplined in the store. It can carry on, like you can apply that to yourself in other certain ways. Like I shouldn't cry in the store, and I also shouldn't wear this
Type of clothing type
at
of
school.
style.
Yeah,
Like especially for ladies, I know when it comes to clothing, they're conditioned at a young age. You know, if you're going out this place, now this place, you're not supposed to wear a skirt this high. I know for my mom, let's speak specifically for my mom, whenever my mom went to church, at a certain church, you know, certain churches have like specific rules. I can't remember the name of the church, Episcopal, whatever it's called.
yeah.
But they don't allow the women to wear skirts. But if they do wear skirts, they have to be like reaching down to their ankles, and it's like they can't wear like certain colors and whatnot. But it's all in like being conditioned to not being able to do certain things, and you create that mask, or they create that mask out of coping.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever, like, say for example, somebody just got their heart broken, and they become paranoid over certain women. Or clear example,
Yeah.
the red pill guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, them. They've probably most likely gotten their heart broken by a woman. Now they put on this mass of toughness and a large bravado, trying to make this type of charisma. But deep down, you can see if you look closely, you can see the heartbreak and the pain and the agony they've experienced from being just dumped. And now they're putting on this mask of being this tough guy who works out, who doesn't worry about his emotions, and try to pretend as if he doesn't have emotions.
And they also try to push that on other people, like you're not a man if you're not like that also. It's similar to what I just said about the bullying thing. Like, you have to be like this. And when in reality, they're not even like that either.
Whenever someone experiences some type of trauma or experiences some type of like heartache, their initial instinct is to try to find a way to prevent that heartache from happening again, and prevent that pain from happening again. No one ever wants to experience pain multiple times, unless, you know, they're a masochist, you know, they're seeking out pain. But it goes for anyone. Anybody got hurt in some type of way, say for example you stub your toe. This is why, clear example, this is why I don't wear flip-flops. Let me tell a quick little story real quick. I remember when I was little, my church used to run a car wash, and I was wearing flip-flops. And if anybody don't know what flip-flops are, these are slides. Now imagine flip-flops.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, they're right between your big toe. I don't wear flip-flops anymore. I'm traumatized.
Because you can't wear socks with them.
You can, but it's gonna be weird.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna like...
stick through the sock in between your toes. It's gonna be like mad uncomfortable. I've tried.
I mean, I guess you could.
But I was running around during the car wash systems on wet cement, and I slipped. But when I slipped, my big toe got like hung on the side of the curve, and the way I fell, my big toe got dislocated. So here's my big toe, here's the rest of my toes. This became this. I'm not gonna lie. That fucker moved over to the left too hard, and it was just out of place, and I was just in agony. And then the doctor, all he did was squeeze them back together, put it back in place. But yeah, that trauma that I experienced from hurting my toe like that has, made me put on the metaphoric mask of wait, that's not a clear example, but that trauma that I experienced made me not want to wear flip-flops again. Yeah, but the idea is to steadily take off your mask, not to rip it off. You definitely don't, especially if you're talking to other people, you don't want to rip off that other person's mask that they are wearing, because then it'll probably make them regress even further within having on the mask. But the same thing goes for you.
Well, I have no idea what we just talking about. Just came back from the bathroom. But he talking about not wearing flip-flops.
Not wear the mask, don't wear the flip-flops, dude.
But masks, I was wearing a mask for the longest time. I didn't even know. Sometimes you're wearing a mask for so long, you don't even realize you're wearing it.
Yeah.
You don't even realize.
It comes natural.
Exactly. You don't even realize you're doing it because it's a habit. I know growing up, I had a mask of being strong, so people wouldn't fuck with me. People wouldn't
Macho man.
try to take advantage of me. I've done masks. I did masks in the opposite, trying to act dumb, so I could know if you were taking advantage of me. Because if you act dumb, they're gonna play their hand on you. They're gonna show if they're trying to take advantage of you because they don't think you'll peep the signs. Peep game.
Oh, like naive.
Yes, I used to play naive to see
yeah.
if they were gonna take advantage of a person that they perceived to be weak or dumb. And for some part it works, but then again, you're not being your true self.
It's all coming from a place of coping.
Yeah, you're just coping with evil instead of conquering evil and being godly and righteous.
Now that you mention that brought me back to a conversation that me, James, Z, and our roommate's friend Diamond, we were having at Waffle House about the political state and like when it comes to voting left or right, blue or red. And I'm making another call back within that conversation because I called back to a previous conversation me and James were having. He said, I just vote for the lesser of evils. And that made me think, it was like, what's the point of voting for a lesser evil? Because you are acknowledging the fact that there is an evil. So why should we settle,
But I would say in counter of that, we're all somewhat evil. We all have somewhat bad tendencies in us. I sin every other day, maybe if not every day. And yet there's still righteousness in my heart, and I understand, and I know my heart is godly and pure. So even let's say our pastor, we just came from church. I had a bad feeling about the pastor the first time I met him. And he has some things that I peep that you could say is ungodly or sinful. But we all sin. The only person that didn't sin that was human on this earth was Jesus, coming down as God. So how can we judge someone for not being perfect if none of us are perfect? But you just take off the mask and you genuinely be yourself. And it's hard to realize the mask because you're just doing it habitually. I had a mask of I'm strong. I'm gonna do everything the most brave way, the most courageous way possible, instead of being vulnerable here and there like you're supposed to be. I wouldn't even let myself feel good. I got OCD like a motherfucker, but I wouldn't organize nothing. Like a person with OCD wants to organize everything in their room, make everything clean, good. But my room's a mess. My house was a mess. And it's because I was discounting my own feelings. instead of letting myself feel good. I didn't feel like I deserved to feel good because I didn't feel like I was where I needed to be or who I needed to be yet. But we're all who we need to be, and we just need to express our being and be godly to every single person, right or wrong. We're all children of God. We're all brothers, we're all sisters, and we need to stay strong with ourselves. The opposite of self-expression is self-destruction. God loves us, not the masks that we put on. Why are we disguising ourselves as something that God doesn't want us to be? He wants us to be ourselves, our hearts, which is pure without the trauma and pain that's induced.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm feeling.
All right. So thank you for watching. Come to
Thank you.
God. God is good. God's been good. We've been bad. All right, let's get it.